So we're FightFan.com here at the Mayweather Gym with Roger Mayweather. Thanks for having us, man. Appreciate it as always.
No problem.
We're going to follow up on interview that I did with you earlier in the year. Margarito Mosley. You came out on a limb and said Shane Mosley's going to whoop Margarito's ass. And what happened?
What happened? What happened? Like I told you.
That's right. What do you got to say about that? Was your prediction was pretty bang on that one, I guess, right? A lot of people had Margarito winning that fight, they thought.
A lot of people don't know shit about boxing, so it don't make no difference what a lot of people think. Because see, you got a lot of people, they just do things because he may beat somebody else. So people think, so since he beat somebody else that was halfway decent, that he could beat somebody that was real skilled. Remember, Shane Mosley was a real fighter.
Mm-hmm.
He fought a real fight, and he had a good amateur career. Only reason why he didn't go to Olympic because of Vernon Forrest. Mm-hmm. And Vernon Forrest was a good fighter.
Yep.
So it ain't no big thing that Vernon beat, because Vernon had the number to his style. Vernon had his style, had him down packed for boom. But Shane Mosley had a fighter. How you think he beat De La Hoya twice?
Yep.
How you think he beat a whole bunch? He beat Fernando Vargas twice too.
Yep.
So that just goes to show you what kind of fighter he was. It's just the fact that style make fights.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he'll beat Cotto, but I don't know. In my estimation, I don't know if he'll beat Cotto, but if I look at the fight, I don't believe he'll beat Cotto.
No?
I don't believe he'll beat Cotto.
Well, let me ask you about that, because you sat here earlier in the year and you told me, what the fuck is Pacquiao going to do to De La Hoya? And,
that's a different case. De La Hoya dropped weight.
Okay.
He didn't beat the De La Hoya my nephew fought.
Okay.
He beat the De La Hoya that was under the motherfucking weight.
That's fair, yeah.
Remember, and so De La Hoya beat himself because he dropped that weight. De La Hoya was about that money.
Okay.
De La Hoya figured like, listen, the dude is too small. It ain't no way he can beat me. And so he had dropped the weight. He figured he had dropped that weight 145 and still beat him. That 145 sucked his ass up. And that's how he lost.
Okay. All right.
It wasn't it wasn't so much about Pacquiao beating De La Hoya. It's about De La Hoya dropped the weight. De La Hoya beat his motherfucking self.
All right, well, you also thought Hatton would be Pacquiao, though, didn't you?
I did think Hatton would be, yeah.
So,
I really thought that Pacquiao would whoop Hatton.
Yeah?
Hatton would whoop Pacquiao.
So, do you think you maybe sold Pacquiao a bit short in the past? Have you guys maybe sold him a bit short?
I just showed him short on the fight with Ricky Hatton because I thought he would. I actually thought that he would beat Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm wrong.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then, straight up. How good is Pacquiao in the grand scheme of things?
Obviously, he's a much better fighter than I thought he was.
Yeah.
Remember, regardless of how he beat De La Hoya, he still beat De La Hoya.
Right.
Regardless of how he beat Ricky Hatton, he still beat Ricky Hatton. Mm-hmm. So, obviously, he's better than I thought he was.
Okay. What about his skills? You think he's got some skills now with the defense and moving his head a bit? Does that impress you somewhat? Because I know you're big on the skills. No, you don't think so? No.
He's fighting a wild motherfucker. Ricky Hatton ain't got no skills.
Okay.
He's just tough.
So you were saying you don't think he's going to beat Cotto? No.
I don't think he's going to beat Cotto.
Okay.
If he do, it's going to be amazing to me that he beat Cotto. That tells me how good he really is.
Yeah.
He's fighting a guy that can make the weight. He's fighting a guy that can make the weight, and is a pretty good puncher.
Yep.
So I gotta see if he can beat Cotto. I gotta really see that with my own eyes.
All right. Well, and now let me ask you maybe a little bit of a hypothetical here. All the money and politics aside, do you think maybe your nephew's going to fight him someday? You think maybe that'll happen in the grand scheme of things? When it's all said and done, if I'm a betting man, is that fight going to happen? You hope so?
I hope so. If we beat Cotto, I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
What would be the biggest fight in the world for Pacquiao?
Well, that's just it. I mean, right now, that's still a pretty big fight, Cotto fight aside.
That will be the biggest fight for Pacquiao.
Yeah.
And that will be the biggest fight for my nephew.
Yeah.
If they fought at this prior time or the
next year, or yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it all depends, like you say. It all depends on what you do with fighting.
Right. Yeah, and we're just talking hypothetical here now.
But I'm saying, he taking a fight with Cotto. He must think he can beat Cotto.
So
I just tell you right there. I mean, for a little guy, he got some balls.
Yeah. Well, he's up 10 weight divisions from where he started. 6 titles in 6 weight divisions. So
here's a guy. He got some balls. No fighting Cotto.
Yeah.
He fought De La Hoya. He fought Ricky. All them dudes bigger than him.